Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you were there, or opened your phone to look something up and suddenly drawn a blank? For a lot of young people, these moments aren't rare anymore. They're happening every day. What's scary isn't just the forgetting, but how normal it has started to feel. We often joke about having a bad memory, but what if these slips are actually warning signs of a deeper health issue that's quietly affecting our wellness? Memory is supposed to be sharp in youth. It's the time when the brain is flexible, fast, and still developing strong connections. Yet many young adults and teens report symptoms like brain fog, trouble focusing, short attention spans, and mental exhaustion. These issues don't just affect school or work. They spill into relationships, confidence, and overall quality of life. Forgetting names, missing deadlines, or struggling to stay present can slowly chip away at motivation and emotional health. What makes this even more confusing is that many young people are doing what they think is right. They're staying busy, staying connected, and pushing themselves to keep up. But modern lifestyle habits, constant screen use, lack of sleep, high stress, poor nutrition, and non-stop multitasking may be putting the brain under pressure it wasn't designed to handle. When rest is replaced with scrolling and calm moments are filled with noise, the mind never truly recovers. Over time, this can affect focus, memory, and long-term wellness. This isn't about fear or blame. It's about awareness. Health isn't just about avoiding illness. It's about how we feel, think, and function every day. Memory problems at a young age can feel embarrassing or easy to dismiss, but ignoring them may mean missing important signals from the body and brain. These symptoms could be the mind's way of asking for balance, support, or change. So what's really behind this growing problem? Is it stress, lifestyle choices, mental overload, or something we rarely talk about? And more importantly, what can be done before these small memory lapses turn into something bigger? The answer isn't as obvious as it seems, and that's what we need to explore next. Think about your daily routine for a moment. How often do you wake up feeling tired even after a full night's sleep? How many hours a day do you spend staring at screens, scrolling, or switching between apps? How often do you skip meals, grab processed snacks, or rely on caffeine to push through mental fatigue? These small choices might feel harmless, but over time, they quietly affect brain health and memory. Experts have found that lifestyle habits, sleep deprivation, high stress, poor nutrition, and constant multitasking can all contribute to young people forgetting things faster. Early signs are often subtle. Maybe you forget a friend's birthday, misplace your keys more often, or struggle to recall information you just learned. You might chalk it up to being busy or distracted, but these small lapses can signal that the brain is overloaded or not functioning at its best. Some young people describe it as brain fog, where thinking clearly feels harder than it should, and focus slips away without warning. Real-life experiences show how frustrating this can be. Students missing homework deadlines, young professionals forgetting important tasks, or even athletes struggling to remember strategies. All are signs that memory struggles aren't just a personal inconvenience. They're affecting everyday life and overall wellness. The question is, why is this happening now, and what hidden factors might be accelerating these changes in memory? For many young people, the impact of memory struggles goes beyond simple forgetfulness. It starts to touch emotions, confidence, and daily life in ways that aren't always obvious. Imagine preparing for an exam or a work presentation, only to blank out on key points. Or trying to follow a conversation with friends, but losing track mid-sentence. These experiences can leave you feeling frustrated, embarrassed, or even anxious. Over time, that emotional strain adds another layer of stress, which can make memory and focus even worse. It becomes a cycle that's hard to break. Medical experts suggest that these memory issues aren't always just in your head. Nutritional deficiencies, chronic stress, and sleep disruption can all interfere with brain function. Hormonal changes, inflammation, and even overexposure to digital screens may affect cognitive processes like attention, recall, and processing speed. Yet, there's a misconception that young people don't need to worry about brain health because serious memory problems only happen with aging. In reality, the brain is constantly developing and adjusting, and poor lifestyle habits now can have subtle, but meaningful effects on long-term wellness. Lifestyle also plays a huge role. Constant multitasking, late nights, irregular eating patterns, and high-pressure schedules make it difficult for the brain to recharge. Even exercise, hydration, and social connection, factors often overlooked, have a major influence on mental clarity and memory. The tricky part is that these complications build gradually. You may not notice the change day to day, but looking back, you realize memory lapses are becoming more frequent, more disruptive, and emotionally draining. The question remains, what exactly is driving this hidden decline, and why are so many young people affected today? The more you start noticing these memory lapses, the more urgent it becomes to pay attention. Forgetting small things might seem harmless at first, a misplaced phone, a missed appointment. But over time, the signs can escalate. People begin struggling to retain information they've just learned, misplacing important items more frequently, or feeling mentally slowed down. These aren't just minor inconveniences. They're warning signals that the brain is under strain, and that mental wellness may be quietly deteriorating. For some, this can lead to anxiety, low mood, or even social withdrawal. Imagine avoiding conversations because you're afraid of forgetting details, or hesitating to take on new responsibilities at school or work. The emotional toll can be just as serious as the cognitive effects, affecting overall health, relationships, and self-confidence. Friends and family may notice the changes before you do, and that realization itself can feel alarming. Experts emphasize that ignoring early warning signs can allow the issue to compound. Poor sleep habits, stress overload, nutritional gaps, and chronic mental fatigue don't just disrupt memory temporarily. They can increase vulnerability to more serious cognitive challenges over time. Even young, otherwise healthy people aren't immune. The turning point often comes quietly, when memory problems begin interfering with daily life in ways that can't be ignored, making it clear that something hidden is affecting brain health. So, what exactly is causing this surge in memory struggles among young people? And why is it happening faster than ever before? Understanding the full picture is crucial, because the longer these hidden factors go unnoticed, the deeper their impact on health, wellness, and lifestyle becomes. The next stage of our discussion dives into the heart of this issue, where the real answers, and the most surprising connections, start to emerge. What makes this issue even more concerning is how easily it can go unnoticed, or be misinterpreted. Many young people assume that forgetfulness, fatigue, or brain fog are just temporary stressors, a busy schedule, or even normal for modern life. But these hidden symptoms can be early signals of deeper cognitive strain that builds quietly over months or even years. Delayed recognition means that small lifestyle habits, skipping sleep, relying on caffeine, neglecting proper nutrition, and constant screen time, can accumulate into more serious challenges before anyone realizes the impact. Another surprising twist is how interconnected memory is with other aspects of health. Poor mental focus often comes paired with emotional stress, mood swings, or even digestive and immune issues. You might notice minor headaches, irritability, or trouble concentrating for hours, yet never connect them to your brain's need for proper rest, nourishment, and balance. Many people make the common mistake of treating the symptoms rather than understanding the root cause, using temporary fixes like energy drinks, late-night studying, or endless multitasking, which often make the problem worse. The reality is that these hidden patterns can quietly affect long-term wellness. What starts as minor forgetfulness can escalate into consistent memory lapses, reduced productivity, and heightened stress. And because young brains are still developing, ignoring these signs could have lasting consequences for focus, emotional resilience, and overall lifestyle. The question now becomes, what exactly is triggering this surge of cognitive strain in today's youth, and why does it seem to be hitting faster and harder than ever before? The answer lies in a surprising, often overlooked factor that most people never suspect, but it's one that could explain a lot about why so many are struggling to think clearly in a world that never slows down. After exploring the warning signs, the hidden struggles, and the common misconceptions, the turning point becomes clear. The root of many memory problems in young people isn't just occasional forgetfulness or stress, it's a combination of lifestyle overload and overlooked brain health needs. Experts now point to a surprising but crucial factor. The brain requires consistent rest, proper nutrition, and focused attention to maintain memory and cognitive function. When these basics are disrupted, through chronic sleep deprivation, poor diet, constant screen exposure, or mental overload, the brain's ability to process and store information is compromised. What's striking is how subtle the effects can be at first. You might think skipping a night of sleep, grabbing fast food, or checking your phone endlessly is harmless. But over time, these habits alter brain chemistry and reduce mental clarity. Some studies even suggest that modern digital lifestyles can interfere with memory consolidation, meaning the information you try to learn never fully sticks. Combined with high stress levels, this can create the brain fog, short-term forgetfulness, and difficulty concentrating that so many young people are experiencing today. Here's the unexpected twist. Even small, intentional changes in daily routines, like prioritizing sleep, balanced nutrition, mental breaks, and mindful focus, can have an almost immediate effect on mental sharpness and wellness. The realization is powerful. Your memory isn't failing randomly. It's responding to how you live. While the solution isn't instant magic, understanding the hidden factors behind these struggles is the first step toward taking control. The next part of this video will explore practical, expert-backed strategies to protect brain health, boost focus, and reclaim mental clarity before these hidden habits take a bigger toll. So, what does all of this mean for you in real life? The key takeaway is that memory struggles in young people aren't random. They're often a reflection of lifestyle choices, stress levels, and overall brain health. By becoming aware of these hidden factors, you can start taking small, manageable steps to protect your cognitive function and improve mental clarity. Simple habits like getting consistent, quality sleep, eating nutrient-rich foods, staying hydrated, and taking regular breaks from screens can make a big difference. Even short periods of mindfulness or light exercise help the brain process information more efficiently and reduce mental fatigue. It's also important to recognize early warning signs: persistent forgetfulness, brain fog, trouble focusing, or feeling mentally drained, and treat them as signals rather than dismissing them. Adjusting daily routines and creating balance between work, study, and rest is a form of preventive health that strengthens both memory and emotional wellness. The bigger realization is empowering. Your brain responds to the care you give it. Small, intentional changes in daily habits can restore focus, boost memory, and improve overall well-being. While it takes consistency, taking control of your brain health now sets the foundation for sharper thinking, more energy, and a healthier lifestyle for years to come. Your memory isn't just a part of you, it's something you can actively nurture.